In Sanatan Dharma, ashrams are more than physical spaces. They are sanctuaries for spiritual growth, learning, and inner transformation. Traditionally, an ashram is a hermitage or a retreat where seekers live under the guidance of a guru and are centers for studying the scriptures, yoga, meditation, and self discipline. However, when the guru leaves his or her mortal body, they also leave behind a spiritual legacy. And this is what we found in the two ashrams that we visited when we were in Tiruvannamalai. Namaste, my name is Sangeeta Venkatesh and welcome to my channel. And if you are getting here for the first time, I would request you all to browse through the channel because this channel is all about travels, temples, culture, heritage, and much more. And do subscribe to the channel. So back to the ashrams. At the foothills of the sacred Arunachala in Tiruvannamalai lies the serene Sri Ramana Maharshi Ashram, which is a spiritual retreat that continues to radiate the silent teachings of the great sage Ramana Maharshi, revered worldwide for his message of self enquiry. He would urge his disciples to ponder about the question, who am I? And he lived here from 1922 until his Mahasamadhi in 1950. Now, visitors are welcomed into an atmosphere of peace and simplicity. Photography is not allowed inside, and rightly so. And so, in a way, we experience the tranquility without any distractions. So we first entered the shrine with the life-sized statue of the Maharishi in meditation and found many devotees also doing deep meditation. So one side leads you to the Matra Bhuteshwara temple, and this is a shrine dedicated to Sri Ramana Maharishi's mother, Alagamar, and it was built over her tomb after her death in 1922. Now, the Mathrubhuteshwara temple houses a sacred Shivalingam and a Sri Chakra Meru. So, on the walls of the temple along are sculpted images of Dakshinamurti, Lingodbhava, Shiva, Vishnu, and Lakshmi, along with the Ganesha and Subramanya, shrines. So, a shrine to Chandikeshwara is also there at the northern side, and a Navagraha shrine is located in the northeast corner. Now, the ashram houses the Samadhi shrine of the Maharishi, as I just mentioned, when you come in, and various other meditation halls. And in a different part of the ashram, we saw young students of the Vedas, which are learning and chanting the mantra. So, evidently, that was a Veda school, Pathshala, and there is a library filled with spiritual works. And the daily rhythm seems to follow the quiet flow of devotion and contemplation, inviting seekers to turn inwards. So, therefore, if you go and visit the Arunachaleshwara temple in Tiruvannamalai, and the Arunachala hill that is there now, which is supposed to be the manifestation of Lord Shiva, and you visit all those places, and then this ashram will also certainly beckon you where because it is a call to inner silence and bliss. Now, there is another ashram right opposite Ramana Maharishi ashram, and you can just go walk down the road opposite the Ramana Maharshi ashram, and this ashram uh, was built by Yogi Ram Surat Kumara. Now, he was affectionately referred to as Swamiji or Bhagavan by his followers, and he was also referred to as Visri Samyar because Visri means fan in Tamil, and so he was a saint with a fan, and so therefore he was affectionately known as Visri Samyar. And he spent most of his post-enlightenment period in Tiruvannamalai. Now, first a little information about him. So, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar was born Ram Surat Kunwar on 1st December 1918 in the village of Naradara in Lalganj, Balia, UP, which is near Kashi, and he was the son of a humble couple called Ramdat Kunwar and Kusum Devi. So, from an early age, he was deeply drawn to a spiritual company, a company of yogis and monks, often spending time with holy men who lived in simple huts along with the banks of the Ganges, of the Ganga, and who wandered here and nearby. So among them, there was the revered mystic Kapadia Baba, who profoundly influenced the young Ram Surat Kumar. And then it was him who advised him to, and he advised Ram Surat Kumar to journey down south in pursuit of the spiritual truth. So, in search of his guru, um, Ram Surat Kumar came and visited and spent time in the ashrams of both Sri Aurobindo and Ramana Maharishi. And later, he also moved to Kerala and to the ashram of Swami Ramdas. So, in his own assessment, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar says that Sri Aurobindo gave him jnana, which is knowledge. Sri Ramana Maharishi blessed him with tapas, that is the spiritual meditations, and Swami Ramdas gave him the nectar of bhakti. Now the ashram has a huge hall with the temple of Lord Shiva, and as we entered, there is it is a large area, and there is a stamba which is dedicated to Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, and the rest of the premises is quiet and clean, and you can find various quotes of the Yogi. Can be found all over the premises of the ashram, so that visitors get to know more about this lesser known yogi in our country. Now, like I said, the temple has a sanctum for Lord Shiva, and we saw devotees meditate and sing bhajans. No photography is allowed. Again, like I say, rightly so, because it certainly distracts. Now, the yogi created a Girivalam path within the ashram for devotees who couldn't do the traditional circumambulation of the Arunachala hill. Now, the Girivalam path is actually it's a long circumambulation around the hill. So many people would find it very difficult. The aged, the little incapacitated devotees. So this was a blessing for many of these devotees, and hence they could do it around the ashram itself. So after your darshan at the Arunachaleshwara temple, like I said earlier, you could come to these two ashrams for some quiet contemplation. Because temples are crowded, and typically, though you can pray and give your obeisance, these ashrams do impart another sense of quiet and peace for the soul. And if you've liked this video, do give it a like, and I would also give you a tip that do go back to my video on Tirukoil Ulagalanda Perumal temple, which is a very short distance from Tiruvannamalai, so you could do the entire circuit together in a day, or maybe a day and a half. And with that, I end this video, and until next time, it is Namaste from Sangeeta Venkatesh.